G'day whiskey lovers, welcome to the Hard Malt channel. My name's Tim and Happy New Year to all you whiskey lovers out there. Today, first review of 2026. I'll be reviewing what was pretty much my Christmas present to myself last year. I say last year, it's only a few days ago really, wasn't it? It is Ardnamurchan's Heritage Barley release, the Golden Promise Barley. We believe this may be the first in a bit of a series of different Heritage Barley products from Ardnamurchan. So we'll be looking forward to seeing what else they put out in the future. So as said, this one is made with 100% Golden Promise Barley, which is traditionally believed to be a brewer's barley, and old school whiskey distillers used to use that particular strain of barley as well. So they're not sure if there's many other 100% Golden Promise barley whiskies out there, but this is an opportunity to see what that would taste like. So yeah, as I said, this is Ardnamurchan's Golden Promise Heritage Barley release, 100% unpeated also, and it's just aged in ex-bourbon barrels. As for the age, we can, anyone familiar with Ardnamurchan knows that there's a QR code on the back that we can scan and get all the details of what casks were vatted together for this particular single malt. So I've had a sneak peek at that, and all the barrels that went into produce this release were from 2018. So that would make this a 6 to 7 year old whiskey, depending on the exact date of when they were put into barrels and when they decided to bottle it. So it's a youngish whiskey by Scottish standards. What else have we got here? It is bottled at 59.2%, and it says right here, unchill filtered and natural colour. Excellent stuff. I will be doing a future video to speak a little bit more about what this unchill filtered business means and natural colour and all that kind of thing. But for now, let's get a little bit of this into the glass and see what we have. So being bottled at 59.2%, it's most likely cask strength, if not very close to it. Does it say here? It doesn't say specifically cask strength, but I dare say it would be. So let's see what we've got here. So being 6 to 7 years old, don't really need to leave it too long in the glass before we have a look and see what we've got. Straight away on the nose, I'm getting sweet and I'm getting a bit of sour as well. The sweetness is it's not overly sweet because you've got that bit of salty, mineralic sort of note coming in, which is quite common with the Ardnamurchan whiskies. The sweetness is sort of it's a vanilla. I'm also getting hints of desiccated coconut. You know, the coconut that you put on top of an icing on a cake or something. Hints of citrus, maybe lemon and grapefruit. Grapefruit's probably where some of that hint of sourness is coming in. It's a bit of a coastal sort of salinity as well, just a touch. Getting barley sugar lollies. It's where some of the sweetness is coming from. So I dare say a lot of the sweetness is probably coming from barley itself. But it's actually quite a complex nose. As I said, you've got that sweetness in the barley sugar. There's desiccated coconut in there. You've got lemon and grapefruit, citrus sort of notes. You got mineral sort of earthy seawater sort of notes. It's got a bit of everything. Let's see how it is on the palate. You got more of the biscuity, cereally sort of notes coming through. Again, that's coming from the barley. Slightly warming on the way down. No burn at all. Altogether very smooth. You can hold it on your palate for as long as you want, which being 59.2%, that's a pretty good quality whiskey that you can hold it on your palate. Also, no nose hairs harmed in the making of this video either. So that's another nod to the quality of this stuff that they're making at Ardnamurchan. So on the palate, I was getting, as I said, more some cereally notes, biscuity notes, more of that the mineralic sort of notes, salinity. So again, I'm getting a bit of sweet and salty this time on the palate. And it's still just sort of lingering, making me want to take another sip. But it's one that you want to just take the smallest sips on, because it gives you so much. You could really sit here for an hour or 2 hours just with this single pour. Another little taste. You're really getting that mix of sweet and savoury. The sourness to me is not so much on the palate, or maybe just a little hint at the on the finish. But on the palate, I'm getting that real mix of the sweet notes, the biscuit. I still get a bit of that coconut on the palate as well. Desiccated coconut, bit of sourness with the citrus notes coming through, and then towards the back, you're just getting that real deep, rich, savoury, salty, only very slightly salty. It's not as salty as like a Lafroig or a Bunnahabhain or something like that. To me, this flavour profile reminds me a lot of some of the independent bottlings of Highland Park, for example, the older Highland Parks in ex-bourbon casks. Because again, they give you that real mix of sweet and salty and savoury and sour. And to get all of those tastes out of a whiskey is just sensational, to be honest. And look at the viscosity of that moving in the glass. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but such a thick, gloopy sort of a whiskey. Now, being at 59.2%, I'll pop a little bit of water on this just to see what it does. Just a dash. That's probably about 5 ml or so, I'm guessing. And we're still sitting in the middle of summer here, so and this is actually quite a summery dram, to be honest. But yeah, it would take quite some time to see a lot of Scotch mist. Although there's a wee bit popping in there. Now let's see what it's done on the nose with that dash of water in there. I'm really getting a lot more of the cereal biscuity notes. It's almost shortbread. shortbread with still a little bit of that desiccated coconut, a dash of vanilla essence perhaps. Perhaps some whipped cream. I mean, I'm making this sound very sweet, but it's not. It's not a dessert or anything like that. But just these notes coming through. This is what it's reminding me of. Yeah, definitely getting a lot of vanilla, a lot of that coconut, which I don't get in a lot of whiskies. So this is really interesting. Really creamy. With the water, it's made it really, really creamy. Let's see how it is on the palate with the water. On the palate, I would say even more of the savoury, mineralic, very, very slightly, coastally salty sort of sea mist kind of flavour is coming through, and that's hanging around on the back of the palate there. Still absolutely delicious stuff. With the water, I really think that nose really shows up all the sweet sort of biscuity shortbread sort of notes, and on the palate I think it sort of helps meld together the sweet, the savoury and the salty, all those kind of notes, and the sour. So there we go. I mean, I don't have a lot of Ardnamurchans in the cabinet at the moment. In fact, this is the only one. And this was my favourite out of a recent online tasting that I did. Hence my reason to purchase it for myself for my Christmas present. And do not regret it one bit. And in fact, being 2026, being a new year, you know what? I'm going to start giving scores. So honestly, being such a young whiskey, albeit from a pretty highly reputable distillery, making excellent quality whiskey, even at 6 to 7 years old, that's the most that this could possibly be. I'd have to give this, I'll be giving this an 86 out of 100, easily. It shows the quality, it shows the care that they've taken in the spirit as well. Just to give so much flavour, such viscosity. As I said, doesn't even tickle the nose hairs at all when you put your nose in it. Absolutely no burn on the palate or on the way down at all. Just a warming sort of sensation, but absolutely no burn to speak of. For a 6 to 7 year old whiskey, that's almost unheard of. But this high quality stuff. I'll be definitely looking forward to more heritage barley releases, see what else they put out, and get some different flavours out of Ardnamurchan. Well, there you have it, guys. 86 out of 100. I recommend, if you can get your hands on it, reasonably priced too, even in Australia. For what it is, a cask strength, unique sort of release. What was it? I think $165 less than discounts that I have had available to me. Absolutely bang on. Well, guys, see you in the next video. Slandervar.